I do find myself defaulting to like individual player greatness though. Like, cause I mean, you have kids, I have kids. They always want to know who we're rooting for. Like, it's just like the most easy way for them to enter what's happening on the screen.
Right.
So no matter what game is on, the first question out of their mouth is, Daddy, who are we rooting for? And I don't want to be like, hey, we're rooting for Alvarez here because if he loses, you're not getting braces. Like, it's not that I want him to know how much I'm betting on it. So I have to figure out some way to explain it to them. And I almost always explain it to them to like,
you like eating? Player, like, you better root for the team in red.
I end up rooting for like a guy like McDavid who has gone through his struggles. He's, what is this, like his 8th year in the league, like
Ninth,
approximately,
yeah.
9th year in the league. And so like, I like that guy. I like the guy that didn't get it right away. If it was his 2nd year, I wouldn't be rooting for him. But like, once you hit that like 7, 8, 9, and you're like carrying a lot of weight, I end up, and by the way, you're not a dirty player. You're like, you don't have a bunch of off the field garbage or whatever it might be. I tend to end up rooting for that player more than almost anybody else.
You know what's interesting about this in particular, with the NHL versus the other big 3 sports, let's say North American sports, that NHL guys, you have Dan Marino in the NFL, one of the 5 greatest, and if he had won one would probably be considered like top 3, but he didn't, so that dings him a little bit. And Ted Williams on down, never won one. In hockey, it's not the same level of luminary that never won it. I do think though that the longer sports go, we talk a lot about baseball. Anytime, there was a triple play, 2 triple plays in the same inning, or something that could never, like, oh yeah, that's only happened 11 times in baseball history. Like, what? How could these things have happened? They do start to stack up, and like Dan Marino is a man on an island at this point. I do think that Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, if it's a hot take, I think they're both tracking to never get a Lombardi either, and Marino's going to get that company. In hockey terms, if McJesus doesn't get one, I don't know how you float his name among the all-time greats when there's just no history of a legit all-time great never getting it done.